And then, maybe most absurd of all, there's a group called No Left Turn in Education. And they had their own screening planned for later this month. Now, in their case, they were planning to screen the movie and host a discussion about it afterwards. And a trans-identified person by the name of Sara Higdon had been scheduled to speak at the event. And yet still the whole thing was deemed hate speech. So to be clear, a movie featuring trans people followed by a discussion with trans people is forbidden because it encourages violence, presumably against trans people.
What's up, EventBright? Welcome back to the channel today, everyone. So, screening events for Matt Walsh's What is a Woman are taken down from EventBright without explanation, including one that I'm scheduled to speak at. But before I get into that, a word from our sponsor, the Tuttle Twin Books. In a world where teachers seem to prioritize teaching wokeness to your kids, you have to take your child's education into your own hands. The Tuttle Twins have books that teach them history, sound money, personal freedoms, and more. Use the link in the description and get your books today. Alright, so I am scheduled to speak at 2 events with No Left Turn Education. One is here in Georgia, and I will be on stage with detransitioner Chloe Cole for a Q&A session. Then there's the one that's getting a lot of attention up in Richmond, Virginia. There's going to be a screening of What is a Woman, followed by a Q&A in which I will be taking part of, as well as other experts, including physicians. Now, I got the notification on Wednesday from our organizer that EventBright had canceled the event and that they were using other means and they were going to use another platform in order to be able to promote the event. Then I got on Twitter and I saw that Matt Walsh was already talking about it because a TPUSA event had also been canceled. Now, if you have followed me for a little bit, you know I've watched the film and I did a reaction video about the film the night that it came out. So go watch that video to see how I feel about the film itself. But bottom line, it's not hateful to ask a question and then listen to people tell you in their own words what they think that means. And that's basically all this film does. But so I put a reel out this morning through Outspoken USA. As you know, I'm a brand ambassador for them. We put a reel out this morning and here it is. So EventBright is removing any event in which they're airing Matt Walsh's What is a Woman for promoting hate, including this event from No Left Turn in Education where I, an outspoken trans woman, am participating in a Q&A afterwards. Is that hate speech? I mean, EventBright, can you define hate speech? Because just like the word woman, progressives can't seem to define what hate speech is without using an individualistic feeling for it. I mean, by your own rules, wouldn't canceling an event where a trans woman is set to speak considered hateful or transphobic? I mean, it's obvious they haven't seen the film, but I have, and I don't see anything hateful about asking a question and hearing people in their own words. EventBright needs to let us know, are conservatives allowed on their platform, or should we look elsewhere for the rest of our events? EventBright has every right to do this as a private company, and we have every right to take our money elsewhere and use another platform. Though, isn't it interesting that they say in their Twitter bio that they are a global platform that allows anyone to create, share, find, and attend events to fuel their passions? Well, apparently not everybody. I know organizations that have already moved away from EventBright for other reasons, and especially when other events, conservative events, have been canceled or shut down. Specifically, 2000 Mules actually got shut down as well from EventBright. And we need to kind of know what their definition of hate speech is. Like, how can we abide by their rules if we don't know what their definition of hate speech is? And hate speech is very much a term that the left can't seem to define, very much like a woman. And when you ask them, what is hate speech, you tend to get something like speech that promotes hate or speech that someone feels is hateful against them. It's up to the individual to determine what hate speech is against them. Yet they're advocating laws to silence people for using hate speech. And we've already seen hate speech laws in other countries like Canada and the UK and so on and so forth. Thankfully, here in the US, any hate speech laws would be deemed unconstitutional under the First Amendment. We're pretty clear with that, but they're still trying it. So they need to define what is hate speech. And kind of off topic, but they also can't define what assault rifle is. EventBright has a lot of questions that still need to be answered, and we need to know, how do we use their platform moving forward? What is hate speech to them? What can we have on their platform? What can't we? Because it's not everybody, like they say. So what can be allowed, and what are we allowed to promote on their platform? Typically, I think we should just move away from EventBright. Like I said, other organizations have. Let's put our money where our mouth is. That's kind of how capitalism works. We can make a fuss, and unless they change, we take our money elsewhere. That's the free market at work. I do want to mention and reiterate that no left turn screening is still happening. The new link is going to be in the description below. And if you're in Virginia, definitely come out, and I look forward to seeing you. And with that, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Click that like and subscribe button. Go support our sponsors and follow me across all social media platforms, and I will see you next time.